Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So first and 10 now from the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Antonio Gibson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
Kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That ties the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now a give right side. Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And Washington has taken the lead.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Giants 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied
on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground. That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It's Barkley on the counter. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
That's complete to Slayton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Good. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. The
lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Let's go now. 70 line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he'll complete this to Gibson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Washington first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Washington 21.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
On first down, it's Gibson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley.
Number 26.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off. And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Washington.
Back to throw here.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
We'll tie the game, 28-all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. 23 yards the pickup there.
48 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Washington, 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
the pass. Intended for Jeremy Sprinkle. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
With the score, Giants 35, Washington 28.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
28, 11 yards there, first down. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Giants 42.
What is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Slings this deep for McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run this one in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Taking it in from a yard out.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He's first
Filet,
time.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an